So the success of Toy Story 2 led Pixar to the 21st century with a wide variety of movies that were both critically and commercially successful. Until 2010, when they decided to take a much more different approach. A sequel. Toy Story 3. What? The last time that they made a Toy Story movie was back in 1999, and now, jump to 11 years later, we now get a sequel? How is that even possible? And I remember the first time I found out about Toy Story 3, I was just researching Tim Allen's filmography because I wanted to know what else did he do after The Shaggy Dog. And turns out he did quite a few movies. Nothing too special. But then I remember seeing in 2010 an upcoming movie called Toy Story 3. I remember clicking in and saying, that can't be true. They can't be making a third Toy Story movie. But no, they actually was. They made a teaser trailer and gave us a release date and gave us a poster that teased the release date. Yeah, Toy Story 3 was happening and it was coming very soon. So I remember telling many of my friends, holy crap, they're making another Toy Story 3 movie. And I remember when it first came out, I went to go see it and I was not the same again. So Toy Story 3 follows the gang: Woody, Buzz, Jessie, Bullseye, Mr. Potato Head, Mrs. Potato Head, Slinky, Ham, and that's pretty much it. Those are the last remaining toys in Andy's room, because all the toys that you've seen from Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 2 were actually given away, including Bo Peep. But I'm pretty sure you already know that. So fearing that they may be thrown away now that Andy is all grown up and going to college, they decide to donate themselves into this daycare. And at first it may seem like it's all good and fun and games, but it turns out that this is a nightmarish environment. So since the toys are pretty much in there, it is up to Woody to rescue them out, and this immediately turns into a Prison Break movie. And on the journey of this movie, we get to meet some new characters that also managed to steal the show. And also we are introduced to a new kid character named Bonnie. Every time I see a scene where she's trying to play with her toys, you can it brings you back to the old times, back when you used to play and make your own adventures. No matter with what toys you just had an adventure of a lifetime. And pretty much seeing this through the eyes of toys, I can definitely say, wow, they must feel so happy playing with this child. Even though I really enjoyed this movie, I can definitely say one minus is that it kind of feels like it's a retelling of Toy Story 2. You'd be surprised at all the parallels that they all have. For example, they're in a new environment that they get used to. We have a villain that actually has the same traumatic backstory of being left behind and not being played with. And then you have a toy character that is going on a rescue mission to pretty much rescue these toys that are in this new environment. And except now the roles are reversed. Rather than Buzz and the toys trying to help Woody, it's now Woody trying to go out and help the toys. But I think the only thing that actually brings this movie up more than Toy Story 2 is the third act. This is a very massive third act. It is very impactful. It is very emotional. I'm pretty sure many audiences, many kids, many adults that used to be kids like myself can say this third act is actually one of the greatest things. And we can't spoil it because it is for us it feels like it's better for you to watch it yourself to see your experience. But all I can say is I really enjoyed it. And I'm pretty sure many people cried through it. I didn't, but that's because I just held a little bit back. Toy Story 3 is a great continuation, and despite being in a massive hiatus for 11 years, it still managed to deliver a very big story, and you can really tell a lot of thought was put into this movie to give us this crazy Prison Break adventure. So if you've seen Toy Story 3, tell me your thoughts in the comments, and tune in next time and you will see what comes next, because we only got one more movie left. And as always, thanks for watching. also, before I leave, I have to tell something to Disney. So if Pixar waited 11 years to make a Toy Story sequel, where in the world is our Lion King sequel that we've been asking for a long time? Oh, will you look at that?